You're watching today's video technical update presented by FX Times. It is Friday, February 26th, 2010. I'm Fan Yang, your technical analyst, and I'll go over some developments in the Forex market. Today I'll compare some yen crosses as this was a strong week for the Japanese currency. The dollar yen, euro yen, pound yen, Aussie yen, and Canadian dollar yen all declined, but let's take a look at their individual setups. For the rest of today's weekly technical update, visit www.fxtimes.com. This video is being produced at about 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time near the end of today's trading. Let's start here with the dollar-yen pair. All the yen crosses, you would have seen a dip here at the end of 2008. So let's start here. After this dip, the dollar-yen had a rally and started to decline after April of 2009. So it's a channel, but it kept making lower highs and lower lows, so this was a declining channel. Had a clear out here. This was a 14-year low, and then the market continues to be subdued. Even here after another attempt, reflected by the stochastic to be strong. Here you see this crossover was indication of a new bullish cycle, but the market is still very bearish at the moment. So keep that in mind that the dollar yen has been channeling down for 2009 and still remains subdued, while the momentum is showing some signs of bullish attempt. Here's our euro yen pair, and once again we witnessed this dip here in the end of 2008 and a rally to begin 2009. But instead of channeling down, the market was pretty much in a sideways action for the rest of 2009 and broke below that channel at the end of 2009, beginning of 2010 here. Okay, and also instead of the unlike the yen, the euro yen pair, the stochastic has been slowly coming down, showing a lack of bullish attempt and more likely a bearish dominance for most of last year, and now it's reflecting in the price action. So that's the difference in euro and dollar yen. You see here, dollar yen momentum rising, euro yen momentum declining. The next pair is the pound yen pair, which again here was a dip at the end of 2008, 2009. Like all the yen crosses, there was a rally. But instead of like the euro yen, which has been ranging, the pound yen immediately after this double top started to decline before 2010, and by 2010 we have already we are already seeing a very bearish momentum, and the market continues to be subdued and now is declining towards the 78.6% retracement at 130. Euro yen also is nearing 78.6% retracement here at 118.90 area. Alright, so again, looking at the momentum, looking at the stochastic, we see that the pound yen has already been very bearish and continues to be bearish in the current week. Okay. Alright, so now moving on to a commodity currency, Aussie against the yen. We saw the dollar against the yen, and we saw some European currencies, the euro and the pound against the yen. Now, Aussie against the yen, we see here, the market here dipped in end of 2009, started rallying beginning of end of 2008, and started rallying after this double bottom and in 2009. And unlike the European crosses, yen crosses, it's not consolidating sideways or declining. It was in a up channel, as you can see here, and only recently has it started to channel sideways. When I say only recently, meaning here starting October last year. So the Aussie yen, still in the short term, it does look bearish, and we might have a swing as such. But you do see here a very important support at around the 76 area, 76, 76.50 area. So this pair, and also you see the stochastic here has been very bullish for most of 2009. Is showing a correction, but here it fails to go to the oversold zone. So compared to the other yen crosses we've seen so far, the Aussie yen seems to be the strongest, meaning the current yen strength you might be able to fade against that in the Aussie yen pair. The Canadian dollar yen pair, let's start here again at the end of 2008 and in the beginning of 2009, this rally, and then it also goes into a consolidation mode. Now this is a sideways consolidation mode, somewhat like the euro yen pound yen pair, but the difference is it has not broken the support. So Canadian dollar yen, you see the commodity currencies against the Japanese yen has been very strong, and even though there is some short-term yen strength against them, we might still have you might still be able to fade against that in the Canadian dollar yen and Aussie yen. So here we might be developing a bullish Gartley after another swing projection to this support area. So that's something to look out for. Look out for a bottom at near 80, 81 area. All right. Also the stochastic, once again here, you see this whole area was very was bullish. It stayed above 40 here. So if the market does break down, then we would see a break also in the price action. But again, the Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar, yen pairs are ones that are strong. So if you if you want to fade against the current dollar Japanese yen strength, these are the two currencies that have the best chances, as opposed to here when you looked at the pound yen pair, for example. This is a very weak pound, so even if the yen loses some strength, you still have a weak sterling, so you might not want to fade against the yen strength when you look at a weak pair like the pound yen or even the euro yen. Looking again back to the euro yen, right, it's declining. The stochastic is bearish. The only thing different in the dollar yen, which also has been very bearish, is that the stochastic is turning up from the oversold area. So this might also be a candidate to fade against the Japanese yen strength, but that would be on the back of dollar strength. Very dependent on that. Okay, so that's it for the comparison of these yen crosses. And that wraps it up for this week. Visit fxtimes.com for more fundamental and technical updates as well as educational live events. Once again, I'm Fan Yang, your technical analyst here at FX Times, wishing you a great weekend.